For my video today, I want to relate an experience I've had with transformation, seeing it in somebody else that I know pretty well or used to know pretty well. And just to give you all a little idea of what's possible and what I'm seeing is potential in each of you. It can be hard for you right now to see the end and see what can actually happen. But I've seen enough transformations in the last 10, 15 years and over that time period that I know what people can do. And I know what each of you can do. I see a potential in each of you. When I look at you, I'm looking at what could happen and how cool it could be. So I want to tell you this experience. About 10 years ago, I knew this girl, and she was part of a group that I was doing stuff with. So I saw her quite often. She was shy, very quiet, but a nice girl. We all liked her. And although she wasn't a vocal part of the group, she was part of the group. From the neck up, she was quite pretty. She had long, dark brown hair, dark features, a pretty face, a little pudgy, but still very pretty. She actually did some glamour shots at one point that I saw. I was like, wow, she's pretty. From the neck down, she was, for lack of a better word, fat, overweight, and it bothered her. She had a confidence problem. She had a self-esteem problem. I didn't know how bad it was until I heard she was engaged. And a good friend of both of ours told me that she did not love this man. But in her mind, and she said this out loud, said, "This is the best I can do. If I don't marry this guy, I might never find anyone else who is willing to take me." And she said, even though I don't love him, and I never will, she knew that. I think any of you who have been in love or out of love know. You just know. She knew. She did not love this man, never would. But she was going to marry him and pretend to be a good wife and pretend to love him because that was the best she could do. And that statement bothered me. That's the best I can get. And I even said at that point, you get this girl to hang with me for 6 months and do whatever I say, and I will make her so hot that she'll have every guy in town banging down her door and calling her on the phone. Because I was that confident that if she hung with me and went to the gym and did the kind of diet that I knew she ought to do, she would become beautiful. She already had the potential. A lot of potential. But she got married. Last I heard, she got married. And I forgot about her. I thought, well, that's too bad. But I didn't think I could do anything about it. Recently, a couple months ago, I saw her. I did not know it was her. When I first saw her kind of across the room, and I thought, oh, she's a pretty girl. I had no idea it was her. I saw a blonde girl with shorter hair, but not totally short, but a different hairstyle, completely different hairstyle. I saw a girl with a very good body. I'm a guy. I have an eye for those kind of things. She had good shape. She had a good figure. She had a confidence and a walk and a presence about her that was inescapable. I mean, you just knew. I saw it. And I thought, maybe I should say hi to that girl. Maybe I should make a move. And then she walked up to me and said, "Hi, Craig. Nice to see you." Now, this happens to me more than it should. I've been around a while in this area, and I've met a lot of different people. And from time to time, I get approached by people that know me that I forgot about. And it's embarrassing and a little bit. I've even had girls I've gone on dates with who have come to me and said, "How you doing?" I don't remember them. Didn't make them very happy either. But anyway, she says to me, says, "Hi, Craig," and then I look at her, and I have no idea. I'm like, oh dear, here I go again. And she says, "You don't recognize me, do you?" And I said, "No, I don't." She says, I forgot her name, but she said, "I'm Heather." And I said, "Heather who?" And she said her full name, and I still didn't remember. She pulled out her iPhone and showed a picture of herself back then. And then I remembered who she was. And I said, "Oh my goodness. Well, of course I know you. You're the one who did blah, 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 blah." And she's like, "Yes." I said, "What happened to you?" And she smiled and said, "I transformed. I changed." I said, "How?" She said, "I took charge of my life. I decided that I could do it. I changed my attitude. and I did what it took. And she was very proud of herself. She said that with confidence and poise that I never saw her. I see her every other week or so still. And every time I do, I stare at her. She probably thinks I'm a little weird, because I stare at her and trying to see that the former person in the present person. I cannot see it. She is just, even her voice, I haven't heard her in 10 years, so maybe I just don't recognize the voice anymore, but I cannot see the old person in the new person at all. It's not there. It's incredible. So it taught me that even if I see someone who's a quitter, I don't know what's really inside and what the potential, their potential inside coming out is. Because I would never have guessed that she would do that on her own. She actually divorced that husband. I don't know the story. I just know she divorced him and then took control of her life and created a new persona that she loved. And she loves herself. She loves her life. You can see it. You can hear it in her voice. You can see it in her eyes. It's pretty cool. So I want to share that with you, to just say there's potential in each person. You may not be able to see it, but it's there. And if I can get you to see it, and if we can get you to see it and get it to be reality, can you imagine?